This is the brand new 2026 ASUS ProArt PX13 GoPro Edition, and ASUS was kind enough to send this over so I could show it to you before it officially hits the store shelves. Now, quick disclaimer, this is an engineering sample, so I can't talk about performance just yet, but what I can do is walk you through what's new, what's changed, and how it compares to last year's model. And yes, if you're looking at this and thinking, Matt, this looks a lot like the previous one, you are absolutely right. But at first glance, it does. But once you dig a little bit deeper, there are some meaningful changes here, especially inside. The previous PX13 had a very clean, minimal look. Smooth, black aluminum, subtle ASUS branding in the corner. Now this one still uses an all aluminum chassis, but it's clearly going for a more rugged, action-focused vibe because of the partnership. You've got larger ProArt branding, vertical slits running across the lid with grooves underneath, and of course, GoPro branding up top. It still looks premium, but now it feels a bit more purpose-built. And honestly, the unboxing experience surprised me in a good way, at least compared to the previous model. Before you even see the laptop, you're greeted with these GoPro branded straps with blue accents, which is a nice touch. You also get the ASUS pen with its charging case, and inside the laptop box, ASUS included these modular foam cubes. You can actually repurpose them to store action cameras or accessories, which is a clever way to reduce waste instead of just tossing everything out. Now, if you want something more serious, ASUS also includes a hard shell sleeve. It fits the laptop, the charger, the pen, and even has a multi-purpose strap on top so you can attach a small tripod or camera. Despite all of this, the weight hasn't changed. Like, this is still a very light laptop at 1.39 kilograms or over 3 pounds, which is kind of wild when you think about how much performance is packed into a 13-inch machine like this. Ports are also unchanged, and quite frankly, that's a good thing because you've got your proprietary connector, you have a full-size HDMI 2.1 FRL, USB Type-C 4.0, a combo audio jack. On the right, you have another USB-C port. It is 4.0 as well. You have a USB-A port, which is 3.2, a micro SD card slot, UHS 2, and then of course your power button. Now, the power button placement might be controversial for some because I know a lot of you prefer it on the side so you can power it on with the lid closed when it's docked. Others hate it because they accidentally press it when they're moving the laptop around. Personally, if you use this at a desk with an external monitor, having the power button on the side is actually kind of a win. Now, opening up the laptop is super easy. You can obviously do this with one finger or one hand, no problem. And because this is a 360-degree convertible, I had to pay close attention to the hinges because on some convertibles, they are quite bad. On this one though, they're very stiff in a good way. There's no wobble in laptop mode, and it feels solid regardless of whether you have this thing in tent, tablet, or presentation mode. And once you open it up, you'll immediately notice the keyboard lighting is actually blue, which ties into the GoPro theme. Now, as you can see, I'm wiping it down. This is a black laptop, so yeah, it's going to get a lot of fingerprints. That's just the way black laptops work. But the F8 key up here, okay, is a darker blue, and that launches the GoPro media player so you can quickly access footage. You also get a 1 year of GoPro subscription included, which lets you cloud sync everything into StoryCube and edit directly from there. The keyboard quality is excellent, just like the previous generation. It has good travel distance, clicky feedback. The keys don't feel cramped, and thankfully, ASUS didn't try to shove a number pad into a 13-inch laptop. That would have been ridiculous. Above the keyboard, there's a dedicated macro key that launches the ProArt Creator Hub where you can control performance, profiles, and system settings. The touchpad is also another highlight. Unfortunately, it's not haptic, but it is mechanical, but it's quite large for a 13-inch laptop, and it feels and works great. You swipe diagonally from the top right corner and you activate the ASUS dial pad. And if you edit video like I do, especially in DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, this is genuinely useful. Like, scrubbing through footage with the dial is faster than grabbing a mouse every single time. And look, even if you don't edit, okay, like, you can map it to system controls like volume, brightness, or anything else you want. It's just another tool in your arsenal to make your life a little bit easier. Now, let's talk about the display because this has always been a big selling point of the PX13. It's a 13.3-inch, 16:10 ASUS Lumina OLED, 3K resolution, HDR up to 500 nits of peak brightness, respectable SDR brightness, fantastic color accuracy, and a very wide color gamut. For content consumption, absolutely gorgeous. For creative work, totally trustworthy. And there's also a coating that helps reduce reflections compared to most other glossy OLED panels. And because it supports pen input, it doubles as a fantastic sketching and note-taking device. Writing on it does feel great, so I don't have a lot of complaints. And there even is palm rejection, so you don't have extra typos. But if you don't want to use the pen, you can still touch the display with your fingers without having to use a keyboard. That said, I do have one frustration. It's still 60 Hertz. I really wish ASUS had pushed this to 120 Hertz. From what I understand and from what they have told me is that high refresh OLED panels are still tricky at this size. 14 inches tends to be the cutoff, but it's still a bummer. Speakers are bottom firing and there's only 2 of them. They're fine. I'm not really gonna play them for you. I'll wait for a full retail unit, but they're what you would expect for bottom firing speakers. Now, this is where things get really interesting, and that's the internals. ASUS dropped the dedicated Nvidia GPU the previous version had. There's no more RTX card inside of here. Instead, this runs on the AMD Ryzen AI Max Plus 395. Now, to me, this chip is a big deal because it uses significantly less power, which means better efficiency, better thermals, and much better battery life. CPU performance is actually better than last year's version, while GPU performance lands roughly around an RTX 4060 level. But here's the wild part. This laptop can be configured with up to 128 gigabytes of RAM. And because everything is on a single system on a chip, you can allocate up to 96 gigabytes as shared VRAM. For developers working with LLMs, that's huge. Or even if you're gaming and the games you are playing need more VRAM, you can give it those resources. And look, this is something you simply can't do on a traditional laptop with most dedicated GPUs, at least right now. And because there's no power-hungry discrete GPU, things just tend to run quieter. The previous PX13 could get really loud in turbo mode. This one, fans still kick in under load, but not nearly as aggressively. That makes it a much better option if you travel a lot or work in quieter environments. But getting inside is just as easy as the previous model. And to continue that GoPro branding, they've decided to place some blue speckles inside of the rubber strips on the bottom of the chassis. But as you can see, we still have the copper running across the middle to keep things cool. This obviously doesn't need a vapor chamber cooler, but you do have a bigger 73 watt-hour battery, which is very respectable for a 13-inch laptop, swappable Wi-Fi card, and only one drive slot. This is a 2230. It's one of the smaller ones, and I think the biggest drive you can put inside of here is up to 2 terabytes. Now, I don't know battery life yet, but I am expecting it to be better than the previous generation since the laptop overall is going to be a lot more efficient. Also, I don't know the pricing either. And yes, this is still a premium creator laptop, so don't expect it to be low. But honestly, I think ASUS made the right call here. You're trading some raw GPU power for better efficiency, better battery life, quieter operation, and some genuinely unique capabilities with shared memory. So here's the bottom line. This takes everything great about the previous ProArt PX13 and refines it. Same fantastic keyboard, same excellent touchpad, same gorgeous OLED display, port selection, but with just smarter internals for a chassis this big. My only real nitpick is really I wish it just had a higher refresh rate. Either way, I will be doing a full review once I get a retail unit in, so make sure to drop your questions below. I'll link more in the description if you're interested in checking out this laptop. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.